Well, my mouse clicker is dying. So I'm going to say it's time to review this. I've been told that this is a fantastic mouse to go with. I know it's not the greatest thing in the world ever. There's some other mice that are significantly better. And I use mice for two different ways. One is I like the wireless or Bluetooth option so that I can be using it either on the go or I can be using it where I don't have the cord everywhere. Editing, you know, main computer use, that kind of thing. A lot of video editing, a lot of, you know, audio editing, that kind of thing. But then I'm also using it for gaming. And that you want something significantly more responsive. Right now, I've got a Logitech, I think it's the G502, which is sitting over there. It's a G502, it's corded. I know that's not even the best. And in fact, I was looking around and there were a couple of different recommendations from a gaming mouse perspective, which would have been either a Corsair. I think Corsair was one of the ones. Razer was another one that was recommended. And they were talking, in fact, one of the guys was showing me this one and it was a Razer and I thought this is really, really cool. It does a totally different type of clicking. He says the clicking's not going to wear out because it's using a totally different function than, you know, a mechanical clicker. And I thought, okay, well, that's news to me. I need to look into it a little bit more. It's $200 and I said, yeah, I don't want to spend $200 on a mouse. Well, the cool part about this thing is, well, first of all, I have this keyboard, which I'm going to do a review on as well. This is the Logitech MX Keys keyboard, which is Bluetooth and wireless, and I love this thing. This has got to be one of the best keyboards I've ever had. The typing experience is incredible. It's also that low profile, as you can see, which I absolutely love. I'm used to that. And you've got the 3 buttons here, which I'm going to do a review on this one, though, but you can switch back and forth between 3 different devices, computer, iPad, phone, whatever. So I already had that. I already like it. This is to pair with it. It's same maker. It's still part of the MX brand. Same thing where you can pair this with 3 different devices. And so I thought, well, this might be a no-brainer for me because the mouse that I'm using on this current computer is this little guy, which is a wired, but as you can see, it's the ergonomic one. So instead of your hand being flat, it's curved. See what I mean? Which is supposed to alleviate carpal tunnel and other kind of strain from using a mouse. It's an Anker. I like Anker a lot, you know, but it's okay. I cannot game with it for the life of me. And even editing is very difficult on it. And I knock it over all the time because of its high profile. But yeah, the guy said that the Razer mouse that I did not get, he said that was so much better. It was great. So I thought, well, you know what though? I've heard a lot of good things about this. I know it doesn't have 100% reviews, but hey, let's try it out. Now, I know a lot of fanboys have been like just raving about this thing. It's the greatest mouse ever, you know. Oh my gosh, maybe they got paid to do it. Maybe Logitech sent them a free mouse. I don't know. I bought this with my own money, so I'm testing it. I have the ability to return it if I don't like it, but I wanted to give a unbiased review here. So, you know, look at all this packaging here. It's just really nice. Wow, look at that. I decided to get the gray option. It's like a space gray. Well, yeah, it's gray, whatever. I don't know. I think it's kind of cool looking. Actually looks like a shoe. That's funny. I have all these black mice everywhere, so I thought, let's do something different. It's gray. Nice thing about this that I like is that it is a rechargeable battery, which I appreciate, so I don't have to keep replacing the batteries in my other Logitech. My gosh, that uses AA's and it's just constant. This Logitech keyboard, I bought this, it's been a couple months ago. I never charged it. I took it out of the box, I started using it, and I just charged it for the first time this week. So a couple months of no charge at all. And it wasn't even fully charged. So now it's fully charged. I'll see how long it goes. Well, this is the same thing. So hopefully this, I think they said it's supposed to last around 70 hours, which is pretty impressive. USB. So the nice part about that, I think this is pretty simple. It's, you know, yeah, this has got to be up. Here you go. There's your USB charging cable. And yep, documentation, blah, blah, blah. That's it. Simple, to the point. Let's get the box out of the way. All right, so I'm going to set this thing up, but I will do the USB first. And then I'll test out the Bluetooth. Because what I want to do right now is I want to put this in the computer here that I'm recording this on with the USB. And then I want to try no, you know what I might do? Oh, yeah. But for now, I'm going to try just the USB. But I might try the USB on my other computer and then Bluetooth over here and see how it handles. But first of all, yeah, that's nice. That is actually, you know, it's interesting. Bringing this other mouse over here. You know, this is that up. It is, okay, so this is relaxing if you're just resting, but if you're moving around and all that, it's just hard. And then the click is actually not any better because you're still using those muscles. And that's what wears out are these guys right here because you're just doing that repetitive motion. This though is comfortable, but this right here, that's a very nice, for my hand, I have very large hands. I'm 6'4", so I have big hands, long fingers. This is very comfortable for me and it's a nice resting, but the clicking on this is more natural and less straining than ironically this one is. This one feels a little, I don't know. It feels about the same to be honest, so that's good. I guess from that standpoint, it's this is a relatively ergonomic design. The scroll wheel feels, you know, it's a light click. It's not like it's like a, you've got the middle click there, left and right. Let's get that right. You can plug this into one computer and then you can connect to this to 2 other Bluetooth devices as well. It can work on something like this. You don't need a mouse pad. Of course, I've got my loft mat on my other desk, which is awesome. Check out that review as well. There's your clickers to go back and forth between 1, 2, and 3. Of course, your sensor and then your on and off button right up there. So there you go. So right now I've just got it plugged into the USB. So we're going to turn this thing on. And it's working. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to be trying out a couple things here. I want to try the scroll. So the scroll is, do you see that jumping? Okay, so I'm going really fast now, but I'm going to go slow, like 1 click at a time. Yep. Okay, so that's scrolling okay. But if you're moving, it does jump. Yeah, I'm trying to keep this pretty even and it's jumping around a lot. Okay, so I'm moving the mouse around. I don't know if you can see my clicker. See, yeah, you see me kind of clicking around and stuff. I think if I download the software, it should make it a little bit more responsive. I'll have to determine and see if that's actually something that works. But again, it's very comfortable. It's a very ergonomic setup. The scroll wheel feels pretty good for the most part. That's really slow. Did you notice that? I was scrolling and I was having to really move right. There we go. I did it again where it just kind of like hangs up. Interesting. Oh, weird. So apparently you can get it to, oh, that's fascinating. Can't feel what I'm feeling right now, but on the scroll wheel, let me show you this. If I do it like really fast like that, it spins and then it's non-click. But then if I let it go, it's like there's a magnet or something that allows you to get back to click again. But if you just go like that, spins very, very fast and it's still spinning. I'm stopping it. So, you know, if you're someone that's used to the really fast scroll option, but you're not using the click, but then as soon as it stops, it's like something grabs it. I can't explain it. And then I feel like it's magnetic or something. All right. So, oh, see, it's jumping around. Like I'm moving it, but it's hanging up. Okay, I'm going to move the mouse over to the left. Oh, weird. So the range on this is really small. See I'm moving the mouse and the cursor is not moving. I don't know if you can see, yeah, you can see the cursor's not moving and I'm moving the mouse all over the place right now. It's not going very far. So that's surprising, to be completely honest. Well, I guess I need to play with it a little bit more. I want to try it with my USB on my other computer. I want to try the Bluetooth on this computer right here. And I want to see how that does. And then I'll come back with a final verdict. But I don't know. It's comfortable, but the scroll wheel will take some getting used to. I'm not as impressed with the inaccuracy of the scrolling. The range of the little wireless thing is really small, very small, and I don't like that. Final verdict. The Logitech MX Master 3. Worth it or not? I returned it. Yeah. Maybe I got a lemon. To be completely fair, it is very possible because here's what happened. One, I could not get more than 6 inches from the USB receiver before the mouse would die. And I measured it, by the way. That's ridiculous. I mean, that's unusable, completely unusable. And so it's very possible that literally just was a lemon because here's the thing. I've seen so many reviews out there on this mouse that I'm talking about, this MX Master 3, and everybody was just praising it and saying this is such an amazing mouse. And I got to thinking the Bluetooth was very glitchy. Which again, I know Bluetooth can be glitchy, but I'm not having any glitches with this Bluetooth on this keyboard. But with the mouse, it was, be moving and all of a sudden it would jump. The cursor would be all over the place. And I tried it on this computer. I have a MacBook here. I tried it on my Mac Mini, which is a completely different computer over there. I tried the USB receiver, 6 inches regardless of which computer you were on. I was on a dock, I was on a laptop, and I was on a Mac Mini, 6 inches. I measure it each time. I don't have any problems with the other Bluetooth that I use, and especially too with the Magic Mouse, that works perfectly fine. There's like no, and I don't like the Magic Mouse because I don't like the ergonomics of it, but the Bluetooth is perfect. And so even with this keyboard, I'm having no problem with that. So I was really disappointed. And again, maybe it was a lemon. I'm just saying that because I really want to get that out there that it could have been a lemon. I don't know, but I was not impressed. The click of the mouse buttons to me felt very, very cheap, very eh. The scroll wheel, in fact, I remember I was talking about that. I was like, why is this thing just kind of doing its thing? Well, when it's plugged in, you can click a button on the top, which gives you free spin, which is good, or you click it and it gives you the click, 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 click mode. The problem is though, is if you pull the click a little too fast in click mode, it disengages the magnets that are inside and it becomes free spin again. But I didn't want free spin. If I want free spin, I'm going to click the middle button to get free spin. Otherwise, even if I go quickly, I don't want it to automatically go into free spin. But that's what it did. That made the scrolling experience really uneven and kind of frustrating, to be completely honest. So I didn't like it. And even ergonomically, I was starting to notice a little bit of hand strain and stuff like that. It was not for me. But the other thing that I'm going to be doing is this right here, the Basilisk Ultimate. This is the Razer. And this was actually the mouse that was recommended to me in the first place. This one typically comes in around, well, at Best Buy, it was $200, but apparently it retails most of the time around 170 or 180. This was a lot cheaper. It was on sale when I got it. I mean, it was actually right around the price of the Logitech. So I'm going to review this in the next video, and I want you to check that one out. It's up above. I'm going to link it below as well. But I'm very impressed with the Razer Basilisk Ultimate. Very impressed so far. So I'm going to review that and talk about it. But I will link both mice below. By the way, if you have a Logitech MX Master 3 and you love it, please let me know in the comments if you've had a better experience, and then explain, what your experience has been with the scroll wheel, and also talk about your distance if you've had good luck with the USB receiver, because that'll tell me if maybe I got a lemon, in which case, maybe I should go back and do a fair review on that one. But it would be good to know. So let me know if you have it, what your experience is, or if you have the Basilisk, or if you have a different mouse. Like I've got a Logitech G502 that I love as well. Let me know. I'd love to hear your experience, but thank you so much for watching. Appreciate it. Have a great rest of your day. We're going to sign off.